week or so ago, there was a plane accident at the Essendon Airport. What happened was there was a light plane that was carrying a pilot and 5 passengers, or 4 passengers. And after takeoff, there was what they called a catastrophic failure in the engine, which caused it to plummet and crash into the Essendon DFO. Now, since that accident has happened, there has been a number of discussions about what to do with the Essendon Airport, whether that it's unsafe, so they need to close it, or whether or not they should be closing the DFO because it's too close to the Essendon Airport. But either way, I was thinking that maybe closing the airport might be a good idea. Now, I'm sure I don't have a complete understanding of what actually happens at Essendon Airport. From what I kind of have picked up and what I can see, it seems to be more of like a private airport where people can store their planes and take off and land, obviously with it being scheduled and everything, but it's mostly light planes, and it's not really kind of commercially used. But I think even still, closing the airport might be a good idea. When you think about it, or if you guys know the area well, Essendon Fields, which is a little kind of suburb, I guess, next to Essendon Airport, has just opened up a whole bunch of new things in terms of new offices, a Coles, I think a Woolworths, and a few other things like dentists, doctors' offices, and just general offices. And also you've got the DFO that's right there. And I think closing the Essendon Airport might be a good idea, especially around about this time, because not only is it kind of a time where there's a housing boom and there's loads of people buying homes, but there's also works being done on the freeway. So what I would propose is that for the Essendon Airport to not be completely turned into, but mostly be turned into a residential area, opening up for some new houses, some apartment complexes, would be a good idea. You've already got most of the infrastructure there. You've got buses already going to Essendon Fields. You've got the Coles, Woolworths. You've got Airport West shopping centre down the corner. You've got DFO just around the corner as well. They're already starting to build a hospital there, and then with the Tullamarine freeway winding works, they're already starting to do work on the freeway, and you can add in extra entrances and exits to the freeway. You've already got the roadworks crews there doing things. Why not, turn it into a residential area? Now, I don't know whether that's going to impact a lot of people in terms of the airport and jobs and money and all that, but I think it could potentially be a good idea. It'd be one of the closest suburbs, kind of new developments to the city. I'm not sure what the closest one could be. I think it's one that's out more east, maybe. I'm not sure which ones are actually the closest, but this one would be pretty close, and it's in a pretty well-known area. Whether it still be considered Essendon, or whether it be something like Galway, or whether they just call it something else entirely, you could potentially have a whole lot of new homes and new apartment buildings for people. But yeah, like I said, I don't know the full story about Essendon Airport and what's used at Essendon, what Essendon Airport's used for. But I think it might be a good idea. What do you guys think? I know this is probably more of location based. You kind of have to be, I guess, in the area to kind of understand the impact that this kind of residential development would have. But let me know what you think. leave a comment in the comment section in below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.